we have a slight increase in crime to talk about. We have a 20% increase in the recent 28-day period. We have 17 more index crimes or major felonies than we had for the same 28-day period last year. That's causing us now to be slightly up in crime for the year, 4.9% for the year. But that increase is due to what we have right now in the 28-day period. We have a slight increase in robberies, felony assaults, grand larcenies, and GLAs, stolen cars. There is also some very good police work to talk about. I think a lot of times when you have an increase in crime, you also have an increase in police work responses to those crimes. So I want to tell you about a couple of those things. I'll start off with the two shootings that we had for the year. One of them occurred on February 17th, that occurred at 445 Audubon Avenue, a little bit after midnight. There was a robbery at that location. A 20-year-old male Hispanic was robbed by two men, one of whom shot him. At the last community council meeting, I had told you that we had just executed a search warrant and apprehended one of the two perpetrators along with a firearm. Well, since that was on February 25th, since then, we've apprehended the other shooter. So both shooters in that shooting are apprehended, perps by the name of Chris Nieves and Jose Marte. Both of them are still in jail. Chris Nieves has been remanded, which means he has no bail. And Jose Marte is in on $200,000 cash bail, $250,000 bond. So unless he raises that, which we hope he doesn't, he'll be in for quite a while too. The second shooting we had for the year just occurred. It occurred this Monday at about 4:30 in the morning in front of 1506 St. Nicholas Avenue. That's Mia's Sushi Steakhouse, is 1506. Our intel tells us that the incident actually may have began inside the nightclub with a dispute, and when the nightclub emptied between 4 and 4:30, there was a fight out front. One individual was hit with a baseball bat and one individual was shot. The detective squad does have some video that they obtained from the restaurant. They're also doing a further video canvas, expanding it out to, they have some images and they have some leads that they're following on, but obviously that shooting isn't even 72 hours old at this point, so there's no arrest yet in that shooting. There's a pattern I'd like to talk to you about. It's called citywide pattern number 25. This pattern involves perpetrators breaking into what are called VTM cash machines in laundry rooms. There's about 44 buildings in the confines of the 3-4 precinct that have these VTM machines, which is where instead of using coins in the washer and dryer, you put $20 or whatever amount into the VTM machine, and it gives you a card, and then you swipe that card in each washer or dryer that you wish to use. Well, thieves have apparently discovered that there's quite a bit of cash inside these machines and have begun breaking into these machines. There are 17 incidents in this pattern. 3 of them occurred in the 5-0 precinct, 3 of them occurred in the 3-3 precinct, and 11 occurred here in the 3-4 precinct. Well, this Monday at, it was about 9 p.m., we got a 911 call at 65 Hillside of a woman said that 2 perpetrators were trying to break into the VTM machine, but she scared them off. The officers in the 3-4 precinct were well aware of this pattern because it's been going on since March 10th. That's when we established the pattern. They responded immediately with a coordinated response, and they caught both perpetrators as they were fleeing. They recovered 2 crowbars at the scene that the perpetrators were using to break into that VTM machine in that laundry room. Those crowbars were submitted for DNA evidence. They also recovered a mask and a pair of gloves, also submitted for evidence. These 2 perpetrators who were caught in this crime were then compared to other crimes, one of which was in the 3-3 precinct. And one of the 2 perpetrators that we caught fit a description that they had for their crime, very similar, also in this pattern in the 3-3 precinct. So they brought in a witness to the 3-4 who had seen the perpetrators in her building when the crime took place in the 3-3 precinct, and that witness, we prepared a lineup, and that witness picked one of the perpetrators out of the lineup. So he's now been implicated in a second crime. So hopefully these 2 arrests will put us on the path to getting a couple of other arrests with the intel that we gathered, DNA that we've gathered, and hopefully it stems these burglaries. But I like to make everyone aware of it, and please make your friends and neighbors aware of it. And if someone has any information, it's something that we would certainly appreciate. Because in some of the video that you've seen, it's been 3 to 4 perpetrators in these crimes. One person might lookout, 2 people might be using the crowbar to break into the machine. So while we are confident that we've got 2 of the individuals who have been doing this, and we know one was obviously arrested in 2 incidents, there are other perpetrators out there in regards to this crime, so we're trying to apprehend them too. Gun arrests are increasing substantially in the 34th precinct. We have 13 gun arrests this year versus only 4 at this time last year. So while the crime is increasing, the officers are certainly doing their part to thwart that crime. And some of the things they're doing is bringing in gun arrests. In this recent 28-day period, we have 8. 5 individuals were arrested on March 7th who were in a car on Dyckman Street. They had just left one of our local clubs, 809, and they were traveling on Dyckman Street when they were pulled over by the anti-crime team, and 5 of them were arrested for having a loaded gun in that car. There was another domestic incident where a female was assaulted, and she told our domestic violence officers that her boyfriend is known to have a gun. Our officers relayed that to the district attorney's office, who issued a search warrant, and when we executed that search warrant, there was a firearm in that house. And then there was a search warrant executed on Hillside Avenue about a week ago, where the gang division got 2 guns out of 10 Hillside, and quite a bit of drugs. If you follow us on Twitter, you probably saw those photos. There were 2 firearms, cocaine, marijuana, and a quantity of pills. So I don't want to go on too much about the police work, but I just want to let you know that there is some really good police work going on. The officers in the 34th precinct are doing an excellent job. The detective squad's doing an excellent job, and I think we're going to be able to turn this around due to their work.